Hey, Adam Culbertson here. Before we begin, we got a promo from another independent podcast, so when you finish this episode, make sure you go and check them out.
Hello, and I am Zach, host of Podcast Junkie. Podcast Junkie is a tool for podcast listeners of all genres who are searching for their next favorite show. I review a different podcast series or season each week, helping discerning listeners like you discover new shows and connect with their creators. Each episode lasts between 4 to 15 minutes and gives you, the listener, a quick overview of the week's selection, what to expect from this show, and why I think you should add it to your queue. I'll even toss in a bite-sized snippet from an episode or even their trailer. Along with doing these weekly reviews to help you get in touch with a new podcast, I also support indie podcasts through my merch sales and Patreon contributions. Find out more about that and myself over on Twitter at CastJunkie or over at CastJunkie.com. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope I can help you find your next favorite binge.
Steal your mind for eldritch horrors of the universe unknown. For what is to follow is a tale of intrigue, mystery, and madness. You're listening to Microphones and Monsters. It disturbs you that there's no blood drops, there's no tracks, there's nothing that there's no sign of any intrusion or escape.
So then I go back inside the house and I tell Jerry, I say, hey, and I show them the finger. Mike. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike Aldridge, how you doing? Nice name, by the way. I say, hey, so I've investigated your house while still holding the cat. And I say, looks like you got claw marks on the window and no foot tracks outside of the house. So something has come through without making tracks and taken her away. And I show him the fingernail and I ask him, is this fingernail belonging to your daughter, do you think, Josephine?
Well, not anymore.
Do you think, does this fingernail look like it was your daughter's?
I mean, it's, oh my goodness. I imagine it is. I mean, I guess that's about the size of, that would match the size of her hand, to the best of my knowledge. He's just like, oh my God, this is, like he's starting to tear up.
Oh no.
Poor guy.
Would you like to hold this cat? It's quite comforting.
It's not
actually no. You're not going to hold my cat. It's my cat.
Oh, okay. That's not burning your hands touching him?
No.
By the way, like
he's on fire.
The streaks in his fur do have like little flicks of flames coming off of it, but it is not burning you.
Oh, I'm like immune to all that shit, I think.
Oh wow. Well, I'm glad you're on the case for figuring out where she is as he wipes a tear from his eye.
Is there anything else that I can like find in this house? How big is this house? Is there any like thing I noticed? Like, is there anything weird going on? You know?
Besides,
Yeah, with the perception
the
check,
claw
like you
marks on the
don't
finger.
notice.
That's
That's the big thing
I
that
think
stands
that's
out
as
to you.
much as I'm going to find. So I'm gonna bid the man farewell, and I'm gonna go try to find the rest of the team.
All right. Well, I hope you find her. This has been a roller coaster talking to you, and
I go to Mike and I get in his face and I look him in the eyes and I say, "Hey, man, I will find your daughter. I will find her, and I will return her.
Okay.
You stay strong for me, Mike.
Stay strong
for me, Mike.
I'll stay.
Do it.
I'll stay strong.
Stay strong.
I'll stay strong.
Strong man you are."
How did Mike know what a roller coaster was?
He's just like trying to go with it because he's scared for his life.
This conversation
Mike
has had
said
its ups and
roller
downs. I did.
I will point out anachronism, sir.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's because Virath is contagious.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
His
his knowledge
weird-
of pop culture seeps over into other people. Like an
He's an
aura.
eccentric god that breaks the fourth wall.
What is a fourth wall? Wink, wink. Nod, nod.
I'll be strong. And as you leave the house, you just hear, "I'll be strong. I'll be strong."
Good, because I may come and check on you. I'm sorry to leave this with you. He's climbing through your window, snatching your people up. So hide your kids, hide your wife.
That's
I'm sure
not
that was
comforting at all.
Comforting to him.
You don't want to come and confess. We looking for you. We gon' find you. We gon' find you. So you can run and tell that, homeboy.
I'm going to say that you were just saying that as you were walking down the road to the other guy.
You're
just singing-
fingerprints,
you're
man.
just-
You are so dumb. You are really
Sing it to
dumb.
yourself.
For
All right.
real.
Yeah, back to the other guys.
So dumb.
You came to that conclusion that he's not sick and he's definitely wanting to eat y'all, basically.
Got it.
Did you ever expose your face from the mech? Like Aaron, Julian is in a mech suit. He's like
I'm a person.
Iron Man-esque.
person.
Oh, that is
He's an actual
cool.
person. Yeah.
He's more War Machine because he's got a giant
Yeah, more War Machine.
Giant
yeah.
lightning gun on
On
the
mount.
shoulder now.
giant lightning gun mounted to the back.
And he's paralyzed without assistance.
Yeah, but you don't know any of this. These
just
people
saw.
think that he's a golem.
Yep,
Some of them are stupid enough
my
to believe
golem servant Julian.
Yeah, and
So I'm guessing you never lifted your mask. Like you're, yeah, okay.
It's funny that the monster guy who eats people is the normal one that everyone understands and interacts with. And the other two,
Well, I mean, crypt folk live in this
Yeah.
universe
that's
too.
the kind
Exactly.
of deep stuff we do on this podcast, okay?
uh-huh. The human's the weirdo.
Yes. Catching on. Victor, I mean, should we give him one of your rations? I really don't know. I'm just I don't know.
He keeps smelling
Yeah.
us. It's like he wants to eat. That's not crypt folk. Crypt folk
You
don't
don't smell
smell
your food?
living people.
Oh, you don't smell living.
He's smelling
I
us.
see. Yeah, because you guys dead, deceased people, creatures.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like how you had to point that out.
I had to. Yeah.
You got to remember, Julian's the intelligence. Victor's the wisdom.
Yes.
Julian has all the information. Victor's good at figuring
Yeah,
things out.
it's all
once
up
you
Yeah.
give
here.
him
It's
the
just
information.
jumbled and terrible.
Yeah.
Not to mention Julian's kind of racist.
Yes.
Towards crypt folk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
specifically.
This doesn't look like when someone's becoming a crypt folk. I've gone through that. That's not what this is.
Okay. Well, I mean, from what the old man Larry said, that this particular sickness is spreading.
And then they disappear.
Well, I don't know if they disappear because they're sick. I think those are unrelated, right?
You don't know.
Oh,
You don't know.
Okay, well, we don't know that then.
Yeah, you two don't.
Well, but what did Larry tell us in the thing? He told us that people got sick and then people disappeared. Did he say people got sick and then they disappeared, or
He
people
didn't
get
say
sick
that. He
and-
just said people get
Okay.
sick and
People
then
are
people
disappearing.
disappear.
I was just
He
trying to
doesn't say that
clarify.
they get sick and then the next day they're gone. That's not happening.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I don't think it's very safe for us to be in this village now, judging by what we've seen. And I don't know what's really causing the illness, as it were.
Yeah, we should give up and leave.
No, not necessarily that. I'm just trying to get a sense of our surroundings and, what's safe in an unknown world versus what's not safe in an unknown world.
Maybe there's a way we can watch. We can see what happens.
Well, let's do this. Let's go ahead and meet up with Aleister and our new giant friend and see what they found
And Virath and Aleister arrive at the front door.
of our place.
Yeah, where you're at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they knock?
Virath made sure to know where both places
Did
were.
he knock or did he just barge in?
No, he's just at the
Oh,
door.
I'm leaving that. I'm just saying he arrived at the
Okay.
front door. Or both of them arrived at the front door.
So we're just standing there talking while Jerry's
Yeah.
over there
Hide your
sick in his
kids,
chair with his
hide your
shirt
wife,
on.
hide your kids, hide your wife. You don't have to come.
Hey
Hey guys,
Aleister, did you find anything on your end?
Well, not a whole lot, but there was a fingernail that Virath here found.
Don't bring it in there.
what do you guys
A
say?
fingernail?
Yeah, don't bring the fingernail in there.
The man in there is really sick, and it seems like we look appetizing to him.
I already start walking into the room.
Yeah.
He's like a whole buffet to this guy.
he's sniffing.
Man, what seems to be the problem?
I'm not feeling well.
He's sick, Virath. He's not. There doesn't appear to be anything we can do for him right this moment.
So, from what I know is that every night the storm comes and it's currently afternoon. So we have to wait for shit to go down. So, how shall we pass the time with this sick man? Because I found a fingernail from the guy and I found claw marks outside a window. Can we see if there are any claw marks or open windows in this house?
Do we see any
Yeah, you
open
can look
windows in
around.
the house?
Yeah.
No, there is no open windows in the house. And I mean, you're specifically looking at the windows. I'm not going to have you roll for that. There is no claw marks on the windows.
Okay.
Okay. Can I see if there's any, can I see if this man has any, flesh under his fingernails?
Yeah, you can look at his finger. Oh, no,
Yeah,
Julian
because I did the
knows.
examination. I didn't find anything.
What did you find?
I
you
did an
find anything?
examination on the individual. He didn't really have anything discerning except for being nauseous and smelling us.
Well, how shall we pass the time, gentlemen? Shall we feed him something? Or shall we, relax? Or shall we kill him?
I don't think.
No.
What can you tell us? What happened with the missing girl? What was happening before and after that?
Well, so I was talking to Mike Aldridge, and he was pretty shooken up about his daughter Josephine. We went into her room. We found an open window. We found claw marks. We found this fingernail. I opened my diary, show him the fingernail. And they see that in the diary I have like stick figures drawn. And I've also examined the house, and there were no track marks that I can find outside of my own. So there's something that has climbed into the window and snatched his daughter up. So I've advised him to hide his kids, hide his wife. Didn't see any though.
Well, he can't hide his kids because his kids are missing.
Was the girl okay before? Like, was there any indication she would disappear or anything was wrong before it happened?
I did not get that sort of information. We could go back to Mike's if you wanted to and ask him. Because this guy seems to be, ill and kind of fucked. So unless you want to feed him some, you said he eats human flesh. Did I overhear that?
We didn't see him do that.
He's smelling us.
He's smelling us.
He's smelling us.
Yeah, you are visibly seeing and hearing him.
I'm a cook. I'm a chef. I know what people look like when they smell something that tastes good.
Okay, so do we want to like feed him something, or shall we leave?
No. Aleister, do you sense any portals around, perchance?
Do I?
Yeah, sure. There's a Dreamlands portal on the east side of town.
Like outside of town, though?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's one not too far east of here, outside of town, it seems like.
What is a portal?
Would you be...
To a portal to like another world, or demons, or dimensions?
Well, I mean, I suppose it's another world of sorts.
Yeah.
It's like a parallel dimension to here, but it has something to do with dreams. Cats know all about it.
Yeah.
At this point, I finally realize that they can talk to the cat.
Yeah. And with that realization, whenever Aleister is meowing and talking, he's making clicking noises and trills and stuff like that, and you're starting to pick up that he is mimicking the common language.
Fantastic.
Yeah. You still can't understand him, though.
No.
It'll...
Yeah, you still can't understand him yet, but you're starting to pick up that he's trying to, or he is speaking in a way that it's starting to sound like common to you. So you're starting to get used to it.
Aleister, I wanted to just see if you could maybe pop into the Dreamland side and see if there's anything you could find unusual going on here.
Well, sure. I mean, I suppose it's been a while since I've been there for leisure.
It's true. Actually, really surprised by that you haven't done that.
Well, business and all.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
I mean, I go there at naps, but it's not quite the same, I suppose.
Okay, well, this is not nap. This is trying to figure out why people are missing and people are getting sick and wanting to eat other individuals, potentially. Probably.
I'm assuming we're out of earshot for Jerry, or he's so out of it he doesn't pay attention to the fact that we're just telling everyone that he wants to eat people.
Pretty sure he knows it. I don't know. You can know it if I don't care.
I want to eat people, so that's what this feeling is.
Yeah, we don't want to tell him that because then he might try. And I don't think one guy can take all of us, so it wouldn't work out well for him.
No.
What did I miss? Did you about the portal?
Yeah, we're talking about going over to the east side of town, so Aleister can go through Dreamland's portal and see if you can find any information on that side.
Yes, I would be more than happy to go.
Okay.
Did you want any company?
Well, I'm not going to tell you can't go, but I suppose I'm fine without.
I'm fine staying on this side, to be perfectly honest.
I don't know. I think Victor might go with him.
All right, so all four of y'all walk into the east side of town.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I have a Wendigo on my belt. I could try to feed it to the man.
Yeah, y'all notice that he has a Wendigo head on his belt.
Oh, I probably should have stuck out.
Can someone enlighten me of what a Wendigo is? Because I'm not familiar. I've heard of it, but I never cared enough.
I honestly don't know what it is either. So let me check.
So
It's a Native
There we
American
go.
mythology stuff.
So this head hanging from his belt by hair, it's got matted hair, and the face on it is indistinct save for a wide set of jaws, and it's very almost skull-like
Is there
with
any
dried
meat?
flesh on it.
Cool.
A spirit of cannibalism that possesses the weak of will. Guys,
You know the
I have a theory.
Wampas from Empire Strikes Back? That.
yeah,
I was going to say Native American boogeyman.
guys.
Wait. A thing
I
that
have a
possesses
theory.
the spirits of people and makes them cannibals? Because that sounds... I'm kind of curious
Guys.
whether Victor would know about this or not. What kind of role would
I
that
mean,
be?
you can...
To some extent, you could probably substitute Yog-Sothothery.
Yeah, Yog-Sothothery would probably be the only thing that you can do.
That never works out well for me.
No, it doesn't.
Let's go for it.
Damn it.
No, I only got a 10.
Okay, yeah, you
I don't know what it is.
You don't recall ever. You don't recall, like you're just
Darn.
flipping through memories in your brain, and you don't recall anything about Wendigos from anybody else's memories.
But you
'Cause
do
you
remember
definitely
Dagon
wouldn't have-
again. Roll a dread save.
You don't know anything about it, but it certainly seems unconcerning. So roll a dread save anyway.
But for
disadvantage.
Wrath, you do. You actually know about Wendigos.
Yes, I do. I know that, and this is my theory, gentlemen, and I probably should have said this earlier. Wendigos were creatures of pure loneliness. They were madness, cruelty, and unending hunger and cannibalism.
I suppose that sounds a bit familiar.
Yes. You are trying to communicate with me. What did you say?
You were explaining what a Wendigo was.
Yes. And they can be killed with a conventional weapon, such as a club or a firearm. And other legends claim that the Wendigo has to somehow be subdued, its icy heart cut out, and then melted in a roaring fire. So, what I was thinking is that, this man may be becoming a Wendigo. So I was thinking we feed some of this Wendigo to the Wendigo. Or we just kill him.
Or we could figure out what's doing it and then stop that so he doesn't become a Wendigo.
Yeah, kind of on the Victor thing. I'm not down for killing any more innocent people than I already have in my lifetime.
You don't think it's... so you don't think it's becoming a Wendigo? Because if it hasn't started growing horns yet and started to look like a deer, I think we're in good shape.
Yeah, I checked him over pretty well as a doctor, and I didn't see any horns.
I
growing
looked
out
as
of him.
well, and I'm not a doctor, but he didn't have horns.
I'm not a doctor, but I know the human body.
I know what's supposed to be on a person and what's not. There was nothing there that was out of place.
We've got some time. Because I
We
know
still
a
gotta go
lot
over there
about
to
Wendigos.
the portal.
Yeah. Well, maybe we were discussing this while we were walking.
We were discussing
to the
this on the
portal.
way over to the portal.
Yeah, you're walking towards the portal, while you're talking.
Am I still warm?
So, as we're walking towards the portal and I start talking about the Wendigos, I go into like a very deep, somber place and I start remembering my past and the horrors of my past, and I whisper to myself, Ithaquah.
No,
Okay.
that was horrors of your past and not whores of your past, right? Sorry. Like, I remember
is
Ithaquah.
important.
She was nice.
No, definitely horrors of my past. I could not imagine if Ithaquah was the whore of my past. That would be awful.
Yeah.
Well, that's my idea to feed him his own kind if he's becoming it, but that's not the group mentality, so let's keep going.
I mean, for what it's worth, I'm not entirely off board with the kill him idea.
Well,
Yes, meow, meow, meow.
What did the cat say?
Cat was suggesting that
Yes.
He talks a lot.
is on the menu.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead
I
and
love
say
this
no.
cat.
Don't murder people just because we're in a different world and we can just do that.
Our group motto
I
is
mean-
don't kill people for no good
Guys,
reason.
I can't tell you
Well, no,
amount of people I've met who just want to be put out of their misery, so we would be providing a public service.
It's a really dour outlook. We really need to talk about this later.
Hey, aren't you a doctor? You've never heard of Dr. Kevorkian?
No.
Figures. Those Hippocratic oaths.
Yeah, you do know about that.
Hey,
You do know what a
You've
Hippocratic
used that
oath
word
is, right?
before.
there's the portal over there.
Okay.
The hypocritical oath.
All right, so yeah, y'all get to the portal, and Aleister, I'm guessing you are you jumping straight from Virath, or are you jumping on the ground and then in the portal?
As close to straight from Virath into the portal as possible.
I toss him
Yeah, you
into
can
the
do that.
portal and I say, go by, my kitty.
Well, you wouldn't see the portal.
Well, you don't see the portal.
Toss Aleister.
Yeah.
I just toss Aleister.
And he just goes.
He starts moving in a direction, so you like assist his jump.
Yeah, and Victor will
Yes.
just sort
I
of
do that with my cats all the time.
Walk in behind him.
Be well, my cat.
Be well, my cat.
And a small tear starts to streak down my face.
He's coming back.
And it freezes, and the wind blows it.
Right? He's not
Yeah.
like.
It's an icicle. It freezes, and the wind starts to blow it, and it's an icicle, and then it cracks on the ground.
Just gonna lean.
It goes in the
Just gonna
snow.
lean into Victor and just be like, I thought King Baby was weird.
And then Victor,
He wasn't a king. And then Victor's gonna just sort of
Totally a king.
walk over and walk through the portal after Aleister.
Why does nobody believe
All right.
that Baby was a king? Jeez, I swear.
So, y'all get into the Dreamlands,
I regret everything.
I'm not there.
and of course the village is all distorted. Some of the buildings are floating. Everything is askew, crooked. You do see the mountain. The mountain is intact. Off in the distance, you see a glowing white aura around the mountain. And give me a perception check, looking towards the mountain.
Only 11.
26.
Damn, son.
Yep. 18.
I'll let him
I've
have
got a-
that.
I've got a +8 for perception.
I'll defer to Victor.
Okay, so Aleister, you're like licking your fur down where you've been pet the wrong way.
I mean, he was well-meaning. I can't
Just
blame
get him
him.
a
Yeah,
chest.
but you're distracted. You're distracted by licking your fur down. But Victor, you see.
Oh gosh, he's picking up the book.
Not the book.
It just got interesting.
So you are seeing, as like part of this mountain. It's you can kind of tell that it's not like a solid mass that's being still. It's kind of like flowing throughout this aura storm kind of thing going on. You see a twisting white entity lurking in the midst of the storm in this white aura. You notice these huge yellow glowing eyes, and it looks like a mouth opens up inside of this aura, and like a frosty breath comes out.
Okay, and was it doing this like purposefully? Like, does it seem like it sees us, or is it just doing it in the general direction of the town? It's huge, and it's just, and is it like something where it's just sort of
yeah,
sitting there breathing, or is it purposefully breathing out?
Like, you noticed it like just flowing, kind of. It was very hard to see right away, but as you just focused into the mist, you can kind of see it. And then as you start focusing, you saw it. Its gaze stop and look towards the direction you and Aleister are, and you saw the yellow glowing eyes flash, and it's like this giant like mouth let out this frosty breath into the air.
Okay.
Like massive.
And is this breath fast, or is it like a big slow moving cloud?
Yeah, big slow moving breath coming out. Oh, like going into the white aura that's the storm
like if
going
you're
on.
in the cold and you're like breathing out hot air.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
breath.
that. Yeah, but this giant.
Aleister, do you see that over there? The yellow eyes?
He points it out, and you do see it.
Oh, yes, I see.
It's...
What is that
I don't
thing?
know, but it just took a big breath towards the village. That might be that fog. I don't know if we want to be here very long.
Well, I suppose it could be related. Definitely seems to point to something to do with the mountain.
Yeah. Well, that's what Julian said made him sick. When he looked in the portal, I think we probably need to get somewhere safe pretty quickly. We should probably get back out of the Dreamlands.
Okay, very well, I swear.
No one wants to get closer to it.
No.
Why not?
Refer to seasons 1 and 2 of Microphones and Monsters.
Those are prime examples.
It's more fun this way.
No, it's not. Trust me. We've looked into the heart of evil, and it's never fun. Yeah. So we will exit the Dreamlands quickly.
Okay. Yeah, you come back out. Yeah. What you saw, because Julian, you're not wearing the bracelet anymore. No, you are
I'm
wearing the bracelet.
But I didn't go in.
What is the
So
bracelet?
you saw the portal, but Virath, you saw Aleister and Victor disappear. They walked forward into something
Right.
that you don't see. They disappeared, and then they just reappear.
I see. Wow. Where did you go?
We went to those Dreamlands we were telling you about. And Victor's
What
going
did
to
you
look
see?
right back at the mountain and see if he can see anything remotely resembling what he just saw. A cloud, a thing, anything.
I guess it's getting later in the day, and you do see definitely there's a storm brewing, and it's starting to pick up.
Yeah. I saw on the mountain there was this white glowing thing with yellow eyes, and it breathed out, and now there's a storm cloud coming. There's something bad up there, and I think that might be the cause of the fog.
Ithaquah.
Hey everybody, it's Steven here. Giant yellow eyes that blow smoke, or clouds, or something. I had a bad feeling about what was going on in this town, and it was worse than I thought. I just thought maybe there's some sort of weirdo disease that's just unidentifiable. Maybe Julian's medical knowledge will come in handy, or something, or this guy we just met, maybe he'll know something, and what he knew was not good, and then it appeared to be like it's confirmed. And so this whole trip has just been one disturbing thing after the other. So I hope you're enjoying it. Make sure to go visit microphonesandmonsters.com so you can check out all the links to everything we've got there, the episodes, merch store, Patreon, all of that. And just thanks so much for listening. If you didn't listen, we wouldn't have a reason to make the show, and that would be kind of stupid, You know, if we just made a show and no one was listening to it, like that would be kind of silly. So thank you so much for listening to our show. All music in today's show was written and produced by Marco Mazzei of Fallen Highway Studios. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.